Listening is an important skill in all areas of life, but most of us aren't as good as listening as we'd like to think. Here's 10 easy ways to make your communication more effective and make the other person feel more valued. It can make a huge difference to somebody that's struggling at that moment. 1. Face the speaker and have eye contact. Eye contact is an important part of face-to-face conversation. Too much eye contact can be intimidating though, so adapt to the situation you're in. Try breaking eye contact every 5 seconds or so to show that you're listening attentively. Look at one eye for 5 seconds and then at the other one for 5 seconds and switch to looking at their mouth. When you do look away, looking to the side or up is better than looking down, which can seem like you want to close the conversation. Check your posture and make sure it's open. Avoid crossed arms or crossed legs, which can make you look closed or defensive. Lean slightly forwards or sideways while sitting can show that you're listening. 2. Listen to non-verbal cues too. Facial expressions, tone of voice and gestures can tell you just as much as what is being said in words. Pay attention to what the other person is saying with their body language. Are they smiling, for example? Or are their arms crossed defensively, or are they rubbing their eyes or their hands as if they're tired, upset or anxious? Even on the phone you can learn a lot from the other person's voice, which might sound subdued or upbeat. 3. Don't interrupt. Being interrupted is frustrating for the other person. It gives them the impression that you're more important or that you don't have time for what they have to say. If you're naturally a quick thinker or quick speaker, force yourself to slow down so that the other person can express themselves. Remember, a pause for a few seconds of silence doesn't mean that you have to jump in. Letting the other person speak or let them get in their thoughts in order will make it easier for you to understand their message too. Even interruptions that respond to something that they've just said can be distracting. It means the conversation gets sidetracked from where they are and what they're trying to tell you about. If this does happen, try steering the conversation back by saying something like, "So you were telling me about." 4. Listen without judging or jump into conclusions. If you start reacting emotionally to what is being said, then it can get in the way of listening to what is said next. Try to focus on the listening. Equally, don't assume that you know what is about to be said next. 5. Don't start planning for what to say next. You can't listen and prepare at the same time. If you're listening, you should be listening and not doing anything else. You might miss something very important. 6. Show that you're listening. Nod your head, smile, and make those usual noises such as uh-huh or yes to show that you are listening and encourage the speaker to continue. Don't look at your watch, fidget, or play with your hair or fingernails. 7. Don't impose your opinions or solutions. It's not always easy, but lending a listening and supportive ear can be much more rewarding than telling somebody what they should do. When a friend is confiding in you, then it's time when they probably want to tell you about how they're feeling and get things off their chest, rather than having lots of advice about what they should be doing thrown at them. If you do have a suggestion or a solution, ask first if they want to hear it. Say something like, "Would you like to hear my suggestions?" 8. Stay focused. If you're finding it difficult to focus on what someone is saying, try repeating their words in your head as they say them. This will reinforce what they are saying and help you to concentrate. Try to shut out distractions like other conversations in the room and don't look at your phone. 9. Ask questions. Asking relevant questions can show that you have been listening and help clarify what is being said. If you're not sure if you've understood correctly, wait until the speaker pauses and then say something like, "Did you mean?" or "I'm not sure if I understood what you're saying about." You should also use open questions where you can, like, "How did that make you feel? What did you do next?" 10. Paraphrase and summarise. This is sometimes called reflecting. This is repeating what has been said to show that you have understood it. This can seem a little awkward at first, but it really shows that you've been paying attention and allows the speaker to correct you if you haven't understood something correctly. If you're not sure how to do this, try starting with the sentence, "This sounds like you are saying." Remember, practice makes perfect. We have many curated self-help videos on our website, made for veterans by veterans. Find this and much more about what we do on our website, behindtheheroes.org. Our dedicated team of volunteers are always available for support, signposting and assistance. Behind the Heroes, supporting veterans and their families.